Spotify followers. Everyone needs more Spotify followers to help their music get heard. And in this video, I'm going to look at why it's important to have them and how to build them. And stick around to the end for some bonus tips and also a free ebook. Hey, I'm Graham Farmer. From coaching DJs for the past 8 years and running data transmission for the last 14 years, I've helped DJs get releases on Spotify, grow their playlists, and build their streams so their music can become more discoverable on the platform. And this basically gets them out of their bedrooms to touring so they can build careers in electronic music. The clear mission for this channel is to help DJs and producers understand the business end of releasing music. Also, music marketing and platforms like Spotify and SoundCloud and Instagram and Twitch to help you build more worldwide fans and ultimately get you more DJ gigs. So the small thing you can do to help us is quickly hit that like button and be sure to subscribe, and let's get into it. First up, let's talk about why you need Spotify followers. There's a couple of big reasons. Your music will get pushed by Spotify to your followers' release radars on the release of your music. So the more followers you've got, the more release radars you hit, and essentially get free promotion from Spotify. You've got to think that only a percentage of those people will actually check their release radar on release day to see your music, but it's definitely going there. And the more followers you've got, the more that percentage becomes bigger, the more reach you're going to get. And every little helps, right? Secondly, because that track is then getting placed in release radar of people that follow you, they're also going to follow people like your peers and other artists that are similar to you. So your track is going to get placed next to other tracks of similar artists. This is good when it comes to Discover Weekly. The more playlists and therefore listens and matchups you're getting with other tracks that are similar to yours, Spotify will put it into more Discover Weekly playlists of people that might like your music because others are in there, which essentially extends your music beyond the reach of your followers. Thirdly, always remember Spotify is a business, and essentially their business is to get more people listening to Spotify, more people streaming music, more people on their platform. So the more you're pushing your followers, the more you're helping them with their music business. And that essentially helps you with the leverage when it comes to pitching to editorial playlists. And if you don't have the leverage of a big label or a plugger, then you need to really stack the chips on your side as much as possible. And remember, when it comes to pitching to editorial playlists, and if you've not watched that video, I'll link to below, it's all about showing the curators of those playlists you are active and a good user on Spotify. Remember, there are 60,000 tracks per day being released on Spotify, so there's so much noise for you to cut through. And building your followers is going to help you do that. So the more followers you've got, the more weight you have across the platform, which is great. So that's the why. Let's talk about the how. Number 1, release more music consistently. You want to be releasing music every 6 to 8 weeks to build your following. So this means you're going to need to be patient when you finish that brand new banger. Don't just ship it to a label and get it out there with no follow-up. Draw a line, get some patience, and work on the next one. Take some time, get about 10 to 15 tracks made, and then get them signed, and then space those releases out. Like I said, 6 to 8 weeks is a good number to have them at least 30 days as well apart. And also, then maybe reject some labels if they can't fit into that plan of your release plan. I told you, lots of patience is needed when it comes to planning releases. The other thing you could be doing is self-releasing between big, strong releases so that you keep that consistency happening. We like to use free downloads between our releases. And what we do with these free downloads is we first upload them to SoundCloud and use a gate called Hyped It. And I've done a video on that. I'll link to that below. And it basically, the gate pushes up the followers on Spotify and SoundCloud for the download of that track. We also then will use a self-release platform like Repost Network to release the track on all the streaming platforms as well. So you can actually use the download gate to build the followers of that track as well. It's really cool. If you've got some really strong releases, you should definitely plan for them down the line so that you build some following through the first few releases till you get to the strong releases, and that gives them more impact. Next week, I'm going to talk about your very first release. And if this is your very first release, keep and peel for next week's video. And once that's out, I'll link to this below again if you're watching this at a later date so you can follow it through. Number 2, start your own playlist. As I mentioned last week, these are incredibly important for the release of your music and the growth of your music. Build followings on this playlist and follow the steps from last week to build your playlist. You can then put your own music at the top of your own playlist, and it helps with the discoverability from those fans you've already built. It also puts your music, again, in playlists next to other tracks in your genre, which again is going to help you with the Discover Weekly playlist and the algorithm. Number 3, use pre-save campaigns. Pre-save campaigns work by giving out a smart link to your track before it's released and basically saving up saves for when it comes out on the release day. This adds some early day follows and streams to your track And you can push that smart link out to your social media and your WhatsApp groups to get people to follow that track and save it so as it's their Spotify for release day. Number 4, set up a link gate for when your track is out. What this does is it allows you to, firstly, on places like Hyped It, you can actually get people to follow you as an artist and follow your playlists and capture emails from the movement of people that click on that link. Secondly, you can use things like conversion campaigns in Instagram and Facebook story ads to send people out of those platforms to your link gate, which then pushes people to Spotify to listen to the track. The good thing about story ads is people listen with music on, so they'll hear the track and essentially become fans from listening to that track. Using a link gate, you can also see the return on investment and see how much it's costing you for that transaction of the person leaving Instagram to your Spotify. Number 5, reach out to blogs, magazines, SoundCloud channels, YouTube channels, Instagram influencers, TikTok influencers to share your music or push out a story to link your smart link. You could submit your track to loads of blogs via Submit Hub, but make sure you really target the right genre for the music. And check out my interview with the Submit Hub owner to give you more information about that. Again, I'm going to link that below. You can even do custom reach out to blogs and magazine owners like Data Transmission. So hit me up. We're blocking premieres for tracks weeks in advance. So drop me an email with your upcoming releases and let's see what we can do. For Instagram influencers, simply type the genre that you're in the search bar and you'll see a whole load of pages come up, and then get in the DMs and message them about their services for promotion of your track. It can also help to build your followers. And number 6, add a follow widget to your website. If you've got a website, you can go and get this little bit of code, which basically puts a follow button on your site. So anyone that visits your site can click on the button, which then adds followers to your Spotify. Do you want to ramp up your Spotify this year? I've made a brand new downloadable guide to help you get the most out of the platform as a DJ and producer. It covers things like playlists, pitching, promotional tips for your releases, and a little bit of basics about the platform as well to really help you maximize Spotify. If you want to go and grab it, there's a link in the description below. Go and grab it now. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and drop me a comment to let me know what you found useful. Or if I've missed something, let me know in the comments below and I can look at that for future videos. I love reading your comments and I love hearing from you all. So please get in the comments and let me know what you thought. I'm back on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. And on Twitch, I cover topics like this. Also, we have big interviews with electronic music artists, DJs and producers. And we also have demo feedback sessions where we put your music in front of some of the biggest labels in the world and hopefully get them signed. It's been incredible fun. Come and join me on Twitch. The link is in the description below. YouTube is now going to recommend you another video for you to watch. Go and check that out because it's going to help you on your journey as a DJ and producer. And I will see you in the next video. Cheerio. Bye.